legislature, not the city council.
Treasurer, honorary for the appropriations. Thank you, Chuck.
So it stays within the city?
Yeah.
So it's a
Yeah,
city finance commission
yeah.
and the city council?
City council. Yes, correct.
Now wait a second, the city finance commissioner is on the board, does that matter?
So is the city council.
Point taken.
So we're changing it to city?
The city, yeah.
The city finance commissioner and the city council, along with the ABO, which is that will be done. There's a whole set of audit requirements that they want you to comply with, and they're repeated here. The audit committee will deal with that when you interview the accountants are now quite familiar with these standards. Here, section 18, we give you a basic set of policies for each one of these areas that are required by the statute to have: whistleblower, code ethics, comp and reimbursement, attendance policy, investment policy, travel policy. That's not something you need to react to today. At any meeting, you can make a motion to make modifications or changes. Those are consistent, as Dennis said, with each of the entities in the city who have complied with the Public Authority Accountability Act. Each board can then make changes thereafter. You'll see, I draw your attention to the defense and indemnification policy exhibit, which is holding you harmless, but this corporation, until it draws down the money, doesn't have anything to back that up, so the liability insurance D&O policy will be important. All right. That gets us through all the compliance issues. And I think if you look at the exhibit N, you'll see the state grant.
So some of these aren't easy to find.
Yes, sir.
What, if you want to go read one, make sure we have them all in the packet?
Sure.
Starting
Each
with
one of
A.
the exhibits?
Yeah.
All right.
What do you want to, you going to end for a particular reason?
Oh, no, if you want to go through, let's go through and make sure everybody has it.
Yeah, let's make sure. So the first one is labeled Exhibit A, professionals retained.
Yep.
Got the back of it.
We were trying to find in.
Sorry about that.
Let's start at the beginning.
And that's right, it was like an L.
And now we're going to A?
Let's start at A and then.
We have not listed an accountant on that, and you can either have that discussion tonight or do it at a subsequent event or a subsequent meeting. The only professional. I'm sorry. Here it's over.
Who's the appraiser, Robert Bailey?
Right. Well, that's a suggestion I have for you. You don't have to retain him tonight, but Baylog has done significant appraisal to the city, and he's familiar with these properties. We worked with him early on. We anticipate, if you give us the approvals in these later sections we're about to go over, going and trying to negotiate a purchase contract with each one of these various properties with the state grant money as somewhat of an inducement for these sellers. I want somebody like an appraiser or a Baylog. I don't really want to, there's been appraisals on these properties every couple of years. But I really want somebody in the business to work with us about whether today's that purchase price is a little too high or a little too low under certain circumstances. We're spending state money, going to have to produce some form of appraisal. We have some basic appraisals, but I would rather have him available to counsel us about the unique set of circumstances. Why we pay a little more? Well, you're buying out the tenant and the fee owner, because that'll all be a condition of the DASNY application.
And we've worked with them before.
He does quite a bit of work for the city of Yonkers. He was actually born in Yonkers.
I believe he's an MAI member of the Appraisal Institute. He's got many of them around.
He's very good. We've used him in a couple other settings. But that's, right now, we need the officer's authority to go out and get an engagement from him, so that we can come back to you and have him engage for a particular type of service. But
we're not throwing out the net to see if anybody else is out.
You can do that too.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I would certainly like to see women and minority business also
just to get a person on board to start with, then you could then,
It's kind of hard that you want to put somebody on.
well, I mean, for example, recently, like between now and the next board meeting, we can obtain, for example, a list of all the banks. We can actively solicit people that may be interested in making appraisals. We do all that for you between now.
And wells are auditor and the.
Same with all the other.
And when we send out the request, and we ask that they're, as part of the form process, if they're a woman or minority owned business.
We put that as part of the RFQ.
And you'll see in a moment, one of the exhibits is an RFQ to go out and get a management company, or to get proposals from management companies, because at a subsequent meeting, we're going to be talking about buying a piece of property, and I would like at the same time to talk to you about a couple of management company proposals, so we don't have the staff to manage these buildings that we take about. So that'll be some form of an RFQ or RFP, and if you want us to do that for the appraiser as well, we will. I think what we're looking for here is, like Dennis suggested, somebody we can start talking to as we investigate these properties between now and coming back to you. And a more formal appraisal and that type of stuff, would be glad to go through an RFQ or RFP process. Exhibit B is the banking relationship. Again, just to start off, if the board votes for this, it would be Hudson Valley Bank, we can always add to that list or come back and
I
revisit
think
it.
we talked about, obviously, this sort of $8. I don't know if we know when the funding is beginning, but I think we want to see proposals from all the.
All right, each board member is required under the statute to file a no conflict of interest type form. That's exhibit C. That makes the state's recommendation.
Okay, so some of these are not labeled. So
No.
the no conflict is exhibit C.
Correct.
You want us to do
Here,
that now?
so use this. You can if you'd like, or I'll
I'll make a copy, I'm keep the form, I'll make a copy of mine, but keep it in my packet.
that's fine. Keep it, we'll circulate that stuff afterwards for signature, that's fine.
What's the next one?
Annual financial disclosure, again, you've all signed the city one, or at least 4 out of 5 yet. We don't impose that level of detail on our not-for-profit volunteers. So this is the form that all the development corps we represent across the state have their board members sign.
This is exhibit D.
Exhibit D.
You could also indicate that if you wanted to have your city disclosure serve as a disclosure here, you can do that too. That's more detailed, but that again has the board to do.
Exhibit E, this final set must put the exhibit mark.
Yeah. So just tell me what it is. So I can mark.
Exhibit E, a formal certificate of the chief executive officer and chief financial.
Hold on one second. Do we all need something? For the annual financial?
E.
It's not only the board members, but the officers also.